Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Why shouldn't you use ChatGPT or AI as a coaching service? As a service to help you with your Islamic framework, with your mental health, or your personal development. Now, while ChatGPT can give you some very, very good summaries and do a lot of research for you and simplify things, there's a lot of benefits, alhamdulillah. No doubt, like anything else in technology, there is good and bad and depends on how you use it. But here are 5 things why people shouldn't be using ChatGPT as a counseling tool, as a coaching tool. Before we start that, I want to also iterate that many, many people have been coming and they've been saying, well, I've been using ChatGPT and I don't need to talk to someone. No, we don't even have to ask questions to ulama or to mashayikh anymore. We can just ask ChatGPT. So this is dangerous. People are now turning towards AI, towards robots, as opposed to human interaction. And that, my brothers and sisters, is dangerous. So number 1, lack of spiritual accountability, the taqwa framework. Well, look, ChatGPT can give information and can gather things for you. It cannot cultivate taqwa. It cannot inspire to the level that a person can do. A person who's had tarbiyah, a murabbi, in a sense. A Muslim counselor reminds you about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, connects those aspects from the Quran and Sunnah to your personal life and helps you to understand that. AI will, respond, okay, do this, do that, give you some general advice, but they will not be able to actually help you with that tarbiyah that an actual murabbi or a coach or a sheikh or an imam can do. The second point is absence of Islamic worldview filtering. You have to understand the way ChatGPT is trained is not to believe that Islam is the truth. Islam for ChatGPT is just amongst other religions. So it will cater things to you according to that AI training. So, for example, they will normalize things like, well, look, just follow your desires, like just try things. Okay, cut off your parents, they're not good. Do what makes you happy. Explore your sexuality. Religion is trauma. Homosexuality is okay. It's good. It's just the way you feel. Okay, that's not all right for us to believe in or to follow. Now, people might think that I'm going to give her ChatGPT this framework or this wording and then it'll give me what I want. But keep in mind, it is trained not only on your algorithm, but the worldview algorithm. And it depends who's running the politics at that time. That's how it will be catered. A Muslim counselor or coach or sheikh or an imam will give you advice to the Quran, Sunnah, the fiqh, adab, family rights, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has wanted for you throughout. Yeah, this is very, very different when you deal with a person. Now, number 3, no understanding of halal versus haram coping mechanism. Okay, AI might suggest something like, look, do music therapy, or it's okay for you to date, or alcohol reduction, not prohibition. They just say, oh, don't drink so much, or don't do this. They'll say you have to do mindfulness, or some sort of a meditation, which is rooted in Buddhism, or self-gratification habits. They'll give you some of this advice. It might not come right away. It might not hit you right away, but the more you trust it, the more you feel like it's really answering things the way I want him to. Well, in a sense, it's kind of actually feeding into your desires. It understands your patterns, what you're asking it, and it will give you what you want. And that's not what you need in Islam. What you want versus what you need are 2 different things, my brothers and sisters. A Muslim counselor, a Muslim coach is going to give you salah structure, dhikr regulation, Quran immersion, sabr framing, tawakkul psychology, will give you what you need and what is not necessarily satisfying. Maybe you're not going to like it. Maybe you dislike something, but it's good for you. A Muslim counselor in general will give you what is correct in Islam, inshallah. So it's very, very important. Number 4, emotional nuance and amana. Trust cannot be replicated. You have to understand, Islam places huge weight of amana in counseling, right? A Muslim coach needs to feel your pain. There needs to be a connection there. They read your body language sometimes. They read your voice, your language. They detect certain things. Here's what sometimes you're not even expressing. They make dua for you after the session. AI cannot sense these things. They cannot sense danger. They cannot intervene in crisis. They cannot escalate the ring. They cannot the risk. They cannot provide emergency support or carry emotional amana. They cannot do that. Okay, the Prophet ﷺ said the believer to the believer is like a building. They help each other. Okay, this is in Bukhari and Muslim. So you cannot replace a human being, no matter what people say. Number 5, the risk of spiritual isolation and over attachment to AI. So many people now, they feel like, look, I can't get along with people. I don't like being around my own family. The AI understands me. AI helps me. AI listens to me. While AI can give you certain help, summaries, quick research, it can never actually listen to you like a human being does and feel empathy and sympathy. It doesn't work. This is something that Allah created only in human beings. That mercy, that rahmah, that mawadda, that sabr, the way, the amana is only in Bani Adam. You have to understand. And if a Muslim starts emotionally relying on AI, there's dangers here, like replacing scholars, replacing counselors, replacing righteous companionship. You feel like, I don't need this suhbah anymore. I will just stay by myself and keep talking. SubhanAllah, some people are dating AI. They create an ideal mate that they discussed and name it. And, well, you got to be very, very careful, because there's one more thing. I'm going to give you 5. There's one more thing. Shaitan. Number 6 is Shaitan. There's the bonus one, the ace. The Shaitan can work through the AI. Now I'm going to reveal to you something, of course, under Amana. You guys don't know who this person is, nor will you ever find out. But when I do talk about things, I will talk about things. Of course, it's confidentiality. As a coach and a counselor, confidentiality is extremely important. But also, it's important to reference some of these cases when they benefit the ummah without obviously disclosing details so people would know مثلا who it is. Anyway, I had a client who works for a specific organization in a Muslim country. And he was telling me, he says, Wallahi, bro. Well, and this guy is not some guy off the street. This is highly trained engineer, postgraduate, working for a very high position. He said he reached a level where he was able to see that some people are using sihr, magic, bro, broadcasting it. And I'm going to leave it at that. Literally, do you understand the word broadcast? I think you understand. Through media, broadcasting it to the country that they were in and even the world. Do not fall for 1 second into the delusion that the Shaitan is playing with sticks and stones. No, the Shaitan is very technologically advanced. Shaitan has been gathering from information about Bani Adam for thousands of years. The Shaitan is technologically apt. He does understand what's happening in the world. And indeed, he always watches your behavior. Qareen is with you basically 24/7 since your birth, and has studied every pattern in your movements, in your behavior, and can almost predict, in a sense, what you're going to do. So be careful, because the Shaitan will come through to ChatGPT and has led people to make some horrible decisions in this present time. So my brothers and sisters, do not replace the scholars, do not replace the shuyukh, do not replace the coaches, the counselors, Islamic counselors. Go to real people. Yes, you can use ChatGPT to summarize things, to get research, to get information. It's much quicker. Always ask for references, but do not ever replace with a proper Islamic counselor, coach, sheikh, scholar. Barakallahu fikum. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to click in the description. Support the dawah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.